Yeah. Let them niggas outrage. So look, they got to keep us riled up. Oh, that's racist. That shit was funny. And how you said white people got the most, they just so immaculate. Like they call a nigga a fucktard.
Listen, you said that because
one of my favorite things they say.
Huh?
The butterfly effect.
Oh.
Get out of here, you fuck bag.
Where the fuck you come up with this shit? And the only reason why our women get mad about this is because they know what the definition of. But bro, them boys call you, instead of calling you a pussy, they call you a cunt.
Yeah.
Like
nah, I seen the white
man call they use vocabulary.
And I died.
But again, when they call each other pussies, it don't hurt. They call us pussy, but when they insulting each other with the word pussy, they call each other cunt, and they get red in the face. They get so red.
Yeah, they mean that shit.
They mean that shit.
You are beneath me.
And then when you take that to a black woman, and she be like, hold on, what the fuck you just said? A cunt. What? Come on, man.
What is that? Get out of here like crack.
But it ain't even that. She know what it means, but she like, cause you really gonna comment.
She don't have don't hold no weight, no value in our community. So,
but LeBron, like, hey, bro, again,
yeah, no. If you wouldn't have said that shit, I definitely.
Even with the Rittenhouse shit, cause like, yes, I ain't gonna lie, that nigga did put on a Grammy performance with that extra crying. Like, I thought the nigga was sniffing salt for real. Like the way he was hyperventilating and telling the story, like.
Oh yeah.
White people so silly. If you telling the truth, you ain't got to be that dramatic. The truth gonna tell
itself, yeah.
You ain't got to overact.
This is what happened. Yeah.
At the end of the day, they got to do that because of the way that the world going. It's all emotion. But evidence shows that whole shit was self-defense. You ain't even got to overact. That shit's self-defense, cuz.
Yep.
29 and 20.
Man, listen.
That's just games.
He wagged the fuck out that shit.
Well, you see them boys.
He ain't wagging. We just don't know
rebounds.
You ever seen Malik Monk last night?
That nigga got 29 and 21.
29 and 21.
And look at you, you got busted nose and shit. He abusing everything.
How the hell did you have 29 rebounds?
He putting in that money. He got busting nigga nose, cuz. That's what it looked like. You had 29 and 21 put on your head. A busted nose. You just
got your ass beat.
that big motherfucker been abusing him, cuz.
21 rebounds?
Yes.
21 rebounds and 29 points. 29 points.
My boy Big Hot,
man. My son.
I ain't gonna front, boy.
But again, that shit ain't. How can that game translate in the NBA then?
Even when you're dead,
it's gonna be hard. He
how is it
overseas?
You looking at a slimmer DeMarcus Cousins.
And he just got.
But he not shooting. So is he gonna turn out to be like Anthony Davis? He only doing what he's supposed to do in college, and later on we gonna see that it's been another part of his game hiding, but he just played the system to win the championship.
It is.
Or if not, he gonna have to develop
bigs.
Huh?
A lot of our bigs are system bigs.
Then that's why y'all don't. That's why y'all
don't translate in the league. Yeah, a lot of our bigs don't translate in the league.
That sucks.
He don't translate in the league.
It shouldn't now. Roy gone.
Fuck you.
Don't blame it on the bigs. Don't blame it on the bigs now.
I ain't gonna front. Nah, we have great bigs. They just are system bigs. Like
it's still inside out.
Right? Talking about great.
It's still
Sean May. What the fuck?
It's still inside out though.
Sean May was on the national player.
He was on.
Come on, because like all out. Come on, man. Don't do that.
Man, fuck him. Fuck Luke me.
I don't think none of y'all players no positions actually translate.
That's what I just said.
I said,
I ain't heard that part. But I ain't heard it because I was still thinking myself like, well, all the niggas.
Exactly. You can't really say.
I had Raymond Felton.
Yeah.
And Ty Lawson.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Great college guards.
Very great college player.
Very great college guards.
I'm sitting here right now trying to think of somebody, but nobody.
Okay, name some y'all two guys.
Jordan literally the only nigga they can hang their hat on. Like that's all
the old niggas really, James.
Yeah.
That's in the 80s.
Yeah, all the old niggas.
That's in the 80s. We got hit me up with some two guards in the 90s.
Ow.
Vince went to North.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vince Carter.
Yeah.
That's legit. That's legit.
Got you. Okay. Can't hold your nuts on Vince.
21 years. Okay.
Can't hold your nuts.
But again, Give me somebody else.
Yes, enjoy it. Really.
That's it.
So y'all got nobody else? Like no.
Yeah, nobody.
Like, oh, you can't. Like,
Your mom and daddy don't know nobody.
You don't know nobody. Like,
Harrison Barnes a champion.
Aight.
Danny Green's a champion.
Man, he ain't asked you who was the champion. He said,
But I'm saying, like,
who in the league doing some shit?
Danny Greenwood had a few good years in San Antonio.
Because somebody,
Say that nigga recent stat line though.
I'm saying, and I just said he had a few good years in San Antonio.
I ain't gonna front. Harrison Barnes had a viable career
He
at
had a
first.
straight career in Golden State.
I ain't gonna front though. Harrison was so jacked up rookie year though. I mean that one and done like he was jacked the fuck up though.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm talking
He
about
had to go.
LeBron did that boy so bad in that finals, bro.
Listen, them boys say, yeah, this ain't it.
Boy, they did that man.
This ain't it.
LeBron,
Come on, KD.
the bad.
Come on, KD. Come on, KD.
I'm talking about LeBron did James Harden so bad. OKC kept him a blocker. Like I'm talking about LeBron let some niggas get jobs and
you
lose
can't
some
block
jobs.
shots. He can block shots. Hey, you ain't scoring that ball like
LeBron, I made it some niggas get jobs and lose y'all. Like I'm talking about niggas. LeBron so treacherous.
They call it G.
Like
man,
Dwayne what's the dude? The coach from Toronto won Coach of the Year and got fired. They what did the
Black dude?
The nigga before Ty Lue.
Dwayne Casey.
Dwayne Casey, he got the nigga fired. What's the coach?
That,
David Black
KG
was like 35 and 5 and LeBron got the nigga fired. Like he had a winning record in here.
KG still hate that nigga till this day.
Who?
LeBron.
Hey, who?
Kevin Garnett hates LeBron till this day.
Why?
LeBron terrorized that nigga his whole career.
Yeah. Who did?
You put me out that one time, but after that, I bust your ass every time after that.
I mean, if you look at it, though,
come on, man. Bro, listen, I swear to God, my favorite, and I hate this nigga for this game, but at the time I hated him for the game. But this is my favorite game from this nigga because before the tip, game 6 in Boston, that nigga sent right there with that. That boy had 27 in the first half. Was not missing shit. I'm watching that game like, because I swear to God, the game Boston won before that, I'm like, oh yeah, that shit over with. They send LeBron home. They go back to Boston. He's out of here.
Let's be honest though, little bro, though, like, people hate LeBron for that move, but you couldn't
I hate LeBron for his fans.
You couldn't even make, and that's true.
I don't hate his
You
move.
couldn't have asked for no better basketball for you to highlight the best of D Wade and LeBron, Chris Bosh, Garnett, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, because that's great basketball.
Shit,
Rondo, equally matched.
I'm trying to take Rondo.
Like that ain't the best.
Rondo had niggas around here wearing shoes writing marker on them.
But bro, what's good basketball watching LeBron have to carry
that shit every other day.
Had to carry 14 other niggas. LeBron got to carry 14 other niggas to the promised land, then find out secretly one of the niggas was his stepdad.
Damn.
Like, how hard is that?
Y'all light skinned niggas, boy. Y'all some hellacious niggas.
Demons.
Listen, though, and let me tell you how fucked up it is though, right? Shit. Them boys, Mo Williams, all them boys had already been in the locker room talking about it out loud. But you know, young Brian coming like, oh yeah, boy, y'all got a new little one. Them boy looking at the boy like, nah, this one a little too fast for you, young boy. He ain't want none of this one, boy. The whole time that's his mama.
Nigga like Uncle Drew.
The whole time like, young boy, you ain't ready for this.
You already sucked on these titties, boy. You don't want
This one right here, boy, you don't want to sit this one out, champ. Sit this one out, champ. Like, come on, man. That's good basketball, though, bro. Like,
no cap.
That's good basketball. Like,
I had to beat
I
that
realized,
ass.
looked at that shit,
Cool.
like, boy.
I'm sorry.
who won a
That's like one of my friends. Fucking my mama. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
As a
mine
grown
don't
man,
be
I'm gonna have to beat your ass.
Well, I mean, that
Or at least
ain't that
attempt to.
close. Like, I mean, that's fucked
And
up.
then they still
was your
gonna
home, but that's just your employee.
I mean, you see what happens.
That's your coworker.
Nigga on the streets now.
Hey, Brian, one of them niggas.
So that nigga on the street.
You cross
Nigga
me.
street dick.
You gonna pay for it for that.
That's a Capricorn. Well, we gonna walk you down. What we gonna walk you down?
I'm gonna get the last laugh.
Hey,
Mario Chalmers, you just not getting back in the league.
shit. This nigga out here giving overseas testimonials and all.
Huh?
Who he trying out for?
The Heat?
That nigga said that overseas shit humble him.
Homecoming.
Like, shit.
I mean,
nah, like that nigga said. I really found out what he said the other day. Like, out of all these years, to make Brian goddamn get his ass up and do that shit. Like, nigga said, man, you just stop playing like a bitch.
oh, I thought he probably said some shit like, nigga, you ain't my daddy or some
Nah,
shit.
that nigga.
That's what it seems like. The way
Yeah, like, look, bro, nigga, sit your little
Kyrie,
ass down.
I'm pretty sure Kyrie said that shit to that nigga.
Yeah, but no,
I'm like Kyrie used to vote with that nigga on some like.
Jay,
Kyrie,
I'm
you could do that. Shit, you could too.
Yeah. He's smart as a motherfucker.
And like, just say some smart shit and just leave it at that. Like, and that shit fuck with LeBron, cause LeBron want dialogue. Like, Kyrie will probably tell that nigga some smart shit.
Yeah.
Shit, fuck with Kyrie. You know he did first.
Some nonchalant, some Kobe shit.
And then go out there and ball the fuck out. And then after the game,
He told Kobe in the Olympics, bro, like, I score on you, like, I kill you. When Kyrie was when Kyrie went to the Olympics that year with Kobe, he won a gold medal with him. He was that college nigga on the team. You know what I'm saying? When Kobe went in
Kyrie first year.
12, it was 12.
Nah, that was AD. AD played in 12.
But nah, Kyrie was at the camp.
Yeah.
He was at camp in the FIBA, so he was in the FIBA.
Yeah, the highlight from that camp.
Yeah, it's like
so he was on the FIBA team.
Yeah,
he was on that
at the camp. They invited down there all the NBA players.
Man, I saw you, boy. Like, just, and I know Kyrie's the piss behind.
Hell yeah.
I know it.
Kyrie pays
I'm
everybody.
about to say he seems
That nigga pissed the world off. He didn't take that guy.
too smart for his own good sometimes.
But it ain't
He didn't get that boost.
But shit, I ain't
That
gonna
man won.
Exactly.
He won the war.
Cause I'm still getting paid.
I'm back playing. Y'all niggas like fuck it.
Shit, y'all.
If that's your stipulations,
y'all don't need me before I need.
If these are your terms, we can agree to these. Fuck it.
And I ain't even gonna front before you even say something, my boy. Welcome to the Potecast.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I was about to ask him.
Yeah, my nigga,
we got you over there on your phone and shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I got
man,
my
I
boy. Shit, I got my dog. You feel me? This boy J Tone right here to the right of me.
Back here up again.
You know what I'm saying? My dog never tell. You know what I'm saying? Bino. You know what I'm saying?
You know it.
And Jalen, you feel me?
That ain't Jalen. That's little cuz.
Jalen is not in it.
Jalen not bounce. That's little cuz. Jaden.
I love cut.
That's not Jalen.
Y'all know.
Like, hey,
All I good with name, so shit. That's all.
That's
Good.
good.
You feel me? And you know what I'm saying? Oh, there you go, right there.
Nigga, that nigga Jalen right there.
Yeah, Jalen in this motherfucker. Shit, and you know what I'm saying? Special guest of the day, my boy. Shit, since Skate Hot, you feel me? This nigga used to bully me. He used to stay right next door to my motherfucking great grandma and granddad, rest in peace. Shit, since Westside Whoopaloo City days, my dog J Will, man. You know what I'm saying? Tell him a little bit about yourself, J Will. You know what I'm saying? Your podcast.
You know, shit, man. Go by J Will, JP. You know what I'm saying? JP just was a name that stuck late on in life. Like, that's just so crazy because I went with J Will just always through childhood and getting into college life. Like, JP just, one nigga was started that shit and that bitch just stuck.
Yeah, that's how it usually is.
And it's crazy because we grown. Like, I don't make no goddamn reason to be making up a new nigga. I mean, it's too late for that shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, but it grew and I kept it. You know what I'm saying? And it just went further than what it was. But, you know, the platform, you know what I'm saying? The FWM podcast, you know, fuck with me. Lil Bro Productions. Just really just trying to just keep a dialogue going on between my people, man, or us in general. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I was telling them boys in the kitchen earlier, it's funny that, like Miles said in the episode before too, that my age group grew up with y'all older brothers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And y'all love brothers. But then y'all gonna turn around with y'all age with being 26, 27, 25 years old. The niggas y'all know got little brothers. Y'all gonna be 30 doing this same shit. You know what I'm saying? But the crazy thing about it is from my platform and y'all's own, man, like mine can be considered sometimes as just niggas always talk about some shit to where it's just rah. People black power, just that. So, you know what I'm saying? So it can be looked at certain different, but with y'all, people don't realize this is what I always, you know what I'm saying, circle myself around younger people that I can always try to teach and look out for. So I'm childish my damn self. So the shit that y'all do, we laugh about the same childish shit. I just trip your ass out. I said shit. I can't wait to tell my young nigga because they gonna laugh at this shit. They gonna understand this.
Yeah.
But the thing about it, I ain't gonna never lead my young niggas into the grave or in the jail.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call you out when it's wrong, but I'm not on your ass to where I'm big brother, big brother.
Mentor.
Yeah.
But it ain't even a mentor. It's just one of them things, bruh. Even with my kids, kids gonna be kids. Young adults gonna be young adults. Nigga, we ain't got it yet. Nigga, I was 25 just like y'all. Yep. And I'm not gonna lie and say I knew where the fuck I was going at. That's a fucking lie. The fuck, man? I didn't find out without me knowing myself or getting started on myself 25. You know what I'm saying? I tell niggas all the time, 23, nigga, boy, you got plenty time.
23.
How many kids you got, big brother?
2.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, but the thing about it is, let them be kids. All that raising our kids, man. We not raising our kids in the same setting we was raised. Right. And we got to come to terms with that shit. We got to be honest with ourselves with that shit. We not raising our kids. So that hard shit is structured, but nigga, you gotta start understanding your kids. All that turning a blind eye and niggas say they stressed out and depressed. Pay attention to that shit. But that's all the platform pretty much about, man. Just having that conversation.
We gonna get to that a little more, because that's really what the episode kind of gonna be centered around today. But besides that, my boy, you know what I'm saying, where could they find your podcast at? You feel me?
Instagram, FWM _podcast. Spotify, Apple Podcasts. I got a the Google Podcast too. I'm looking into the Anchor, the Anchor part too, man, because I want to start doing the visual in, with having to have different people to where I can send the links, so we ain't got to always be in the room too. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing that I'm looking to. But every Tuesday, new episode. Every Tuesday, I was doing 2. I was doing bonus episodes on Friday, and then new episodes on Tuesday. Love bruh shit, nigga. I was doing previews of episodes that was coming out for a nigga, but I was doing it all.
Yeah, got to. Yeah.
But you realize though, my nigga, you stretching yourself so thin, and then I started to realize I was cutting my audience in half, so my numbers wasn't translating the way they were supposed to, because black people, when you give them directions, that's where they gonna go. If you give them too many options, that gives them, so whatever that they're used to, that's what they're gonna go to. Yeah. Anything new, you have to give them directions to go there and not put it in the paragraph. Because they're not gonna notice those shit.
Yeah, because I posted on Spotify, they be like, damn, y'all got an Apple Podcast? Like, you know what, we do, but I ain't.
So I sent the link today. So give them the RSS. I give them the RSS link. So what that do is all of that is connected to Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts.
We got a link tree.
So so whatever that they're usually going to, when they click that link from mine, which is an RSS link, it's just gonna open up whatever app that they usually got. Okay. So that's how I.
Yeah. You fucking me up. Is that the Google
Fuck me up with that.
All that shit.
Shit, I'm coming in this shit to start asking y'all niggas some questions. You know?
Shit.
We about to iron sharpen
I'm
iron,
about
my
to
boy.
say, goddamn, you know
Like
what I'm
me.
saying?
This nigga G.
I'm learning just like before you go in on the questions, you feel me? I just want to, you know what I'm saying? Kind of, you know what I'm saying? We ain't been here in a little minute. So how y'all boys been, man? Anything new with y'all boys, J. Tony?
Oh shit.
It's a new year, you know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah.
We
I
back.
ain't even say shit.
It's the way you say it.
Oh, for real.
You got a long motherfucker.
Hey, come on, man. Something new every day out in this motherfucker, but we still here.
Yep.
Still fucking
trucking.
Come on, brother.
Trademark.
You know what I'm
Still
saying?
going.
Still fucking trucking, goddamn shit.
But ain't nothing new in my world, squirrel. Nigga just out here still trying to get it, you know.
New Year's Eve, Cam.
What up?
New Year's
Yeah,
Eve.
you know, just trying to do it a little better than I did it last year, for real. That legit be my New Year's resolution every year. Cause yeah, like I feel like I'm already in touch with the things that I'm supposed to be doing, so it's just a matter of just doing it better, like being more efficient,
That's all it is.
using my time better, being more intentional with the things I'm doing. So that's all the nigga on, man. Just trying to figure out how to do that better this year, so we can expedite this process of working for ourselves.
Well, yeah,
But everything's great though. I ain't gonna front.
Definitely.
Before I move on from that, everything's great. Like nigga, new job, sweet, real sweet. But it's give me the time and the money I need to do what I need to do. So that shit.
Glad you.
Thank the Lord for it. Hell yes.
Come on,
Shit, never tell.
He told me glad you like yours. Glad you like yours.
Why you say it? Glad you like yours. Ditto. I'm right there with you, brother. But no, shit ain't nothing new. Shit, we trying to get new numbers, new viewers, audience members. You know, everything on the way.
We got cuz on the show that y'all boy. You said I know we said Jay Will's special guest. We got all new special guests.
Yeah.
We got my boy Jalen. My nigga Cuz is a huge supporter of this show. That man always
Appreciate it.
He really be tuning in. Like this man, another one of them people I've been cool with since I was just a little nigga, bro. Like first grade, like we cousins, but we been cool since we was little niggas.
More like brothers.
Yeah, for sure. So I try, you know what I'm saying, to still be cool with people you done known that long, like really be cool.
I like them type of cousins.
Yeah, like, we done
Y'all
been.
boys check in, talk, you know what I'm saying? Say
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
What y'all boys got going on?
I'm Jalen's goddamn shit.
He don't talk a lot.
Not much,
Damn.
but what's up?
Nah, one of my dogs. Then we got Lil Cuz, Jaden and him. I ain't seen it. Jaden, when the last time you was? I said you said you seen me,
I was
Cuz?
in like elementary school.
So how long ago that was?
About 10 years.
Damn.
So I was like 16.
Potecast is bringing.
Oh man.
I ain't seen Lil Cuz.
It ain't hit me. I've been sitting over there looking at it. I'm like, what's this little nigga look familiar?
Yeah, that's Lil Cuz.
We just in here to enjoy the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm glad y'all boys pulled up on us. I'm
Potecast
glad
party.
in
We
town.
accept, you know what I'm saying? All good vibes.
It's always a family affair with us, man.
I'm talking about this drink, child. Y'all
Y'all
niggas get that shit started.
I'm named Jaden, man. You know, yeah, just chilling. You know,
What grade you in now, little bro?
I'm in 10th grade.
Sheesh, we got a 10th grader checking in, man. You know what
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
My
saying?
little
The
Man,
first
man
high
child.
schooler to make an appearance on the podcast. You feel me?
We tapping into the youngins. Okay.
We got the, you know what I'm saying? We got the youth on here.
His mom did sign the permission.
Indeed. But shit.
What we
You know
got
what
cooking
I'm saying?
today, Silk?
We got a good big cookie, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just check in, you know what I'm saying? I've been alright, you know what I'm saying? Just survive these holidays, you know what I'm saying? It's rough for you, boy, you feel me?
yes,
The
it
holiday
is.
season, but we made it through. Definitely made it through. We
Yeah.
made it to the new year, you know what I'm saying? I told myself this year, nigga ain't gonna do so much overthinking with shit, man. The nigga got caught in a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? I could have avoided if I just went with a nigga first mind with that gut feeling. You know what I'm saying?
You learn though. Shit, you learn though. You know, don't move fuck it. I mean, you learn.
And shit, I ain't gonna front, nigga learning patience too, you feel me? You can't jump the gun with
You got kids, boy. You gotta learn patience, boy.
Gotta learn it, boy, for shit. My wife been telling me that shit, but I realized that, you feel me, like, nigga gotta be patient.
And patience,
with
that's
shit,
a motherfucker.
It's a
That's how I was
virtue
gonna work
for
on
real.
that this year. Patience and grace. That's it.
Got to.
Some people just gotta let it be dumb.
Yeah.
Like if you know they dumb beforehand,
Save your own energy.
Save your own energy.
energy.
I'm not about to overexert myself and shit. Like I'm just gonna say
so
some
much
shit.
better.
Once I put it out there,
Peace, brother.
yeah,
Know what you did.
Protect your
So much better.
shit. Let that shit go.
That's the same way, like we always say in sports, bro. Know your personnel is the same thing in life. Like, you
Yeah.
know what? I was wrong for trusting you with that pass. That's
Yeah.
my fault. I shouldn't have done that.
You should have looked at
2
him
points
and
in my
passed it. Don't throw no look.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. That's what I mean. So you weren't ready for that.
Sometimes
Hey, you know,
so
at
flash,
Little League, they tell you to call their name before you pass it.
Not on my little league team. I don't get
You know what I'm saying?
telegraph a pass. You get your ass.
But what we got cooking today, man, for the podcast. Get kind of back on the LeBron thing. You feel me? LeBron kind of shed the light on some shit.
As he does.
I don't know if anybody's seen it. I wish we had the clip for y'all, but
That nigga seen.
If you didn't, go look it up. All you gotta type in is Wizards announcer. It is.
Wizards announcer.
Google knows what you mean.
Basically, and the Houston Rockets and the I think
Wizards?
the Wizards.
Wizards.
You know what I'm saying? Kevin Porter Jr., who's he's a pretty interesting guy. I'm not gonna lie.
We gonna get advanced enough to one day we can just play this shit. Like,
Yeah.
Family
We
Guy,
gonna get
flashback real quick. Be back
Which,
to where we going.
he's been in the news a lot last year, but besides that, he hit a game winner against the Wizards the other night, and the Wizards announcer basically said he pulled the trigger at the right time, just like his father. And Kevin Porter's father, is he? I'm not.
Father's deceased.
He is
At
deceased.
this point, for one.
And then since I believe
Rest in
04,
peace.
what we read.
Rest in peace.
Yes.
But the
What's
Wizards
the timeline?
announcer basically said he pulled the trigger at the right time, like his father. His father was convicted of murder.
Manslaughter.
Killing a 14-year-old woman. And it's like LeBron said, he shed light on it. There's no place in the game for a comment like that.
Man,
Very distasteful.
fuck that.
It's
Y'all
fucking
go
very
look,
distasteful.
go look at the clip because when you see it, you're gonna understand. It's like if you don't understand that, if you don't have that context, and you hear him say that, you're gonna say, okay, Kevin Porter Jr.
Yeah.
You know, his
Start
dad-
explaining
his
it.
dad must have-
How it is.
His dad must have played in the NBA or
Wait.
something, so him pulling the trigger at the right time like his father used to, that makes sense.
That man,
Then
that man daddy did not win the 3-point contest.
his father, I don't think
Man,
ever played in the
not
NBA
ever.
at
His
all.
father did play.
I don't
There
think he
was
had-
a Kevin Porter- there
That
was
ain't
a
even
Kevin
picture
Porter-
basketball.
There was a Kevin Porter that
You
played
know
in the
shit about no
NBA
damn
a
basketball.
long time ago.
Yeah,
on,
that.
man.
No
He
relations.
tried to
No
cover it
relations.
up by saying he thought that was his father, and
No, I just don't know, man. I'm a nigga that don't believe in that much coincidence in the world. So,
no.
like, you know, you could happen to say the wrong thing, but I just don't know about you. You saying that about a nigga who daddy got convicted of manslaughter?
and you're an announcer, you're a media.
Y'all,
You
research.
you do a lot of research on these
Exactly.
players because
Some
they be
things
saying
details.
they
Some
be saying
things
like
just
we
flow.
always be fine. I don't mean to cut you off, cause and I'm gonna do that.
He does that.
But because
Signature
these
move.
niggas be saying some of the most irrelevant facts about these kids and adults at the most
He had to walk
crazy
6
times.
miles from the gym to his home when he was 12 years old for practice.
They damn sure.
But it's
wrong.
but it's
He was
okay.
played
But it's
at 5
okay
years
for them
old
to
with
just
socks.
magically make up some new stat for LeBron. Like,
Bruh,
oh,
I
man,
get so sick
he
of that
just
shit.
inhaled
He's
for
the
the fifth
first-
time in the first quarter, and that is the first time any
I
number
get
one
so
draft
sick of that shit.
ever did that ever. And
He's the first
congratulations,
player
LeBron.
to ever
But
shoot.
just as fast as LeBron folks got on the
Six
horn
free throws
and
in 2
Googled that,
minutes.
that reporter folks got on the horn just as fast as say, listen, if you get backlash, we thought it was the NBA player that pulled the trigger. So just as fast as both of them did it, cause like LeBron folks just as fast as they folks.
Yeah.
Like some
Yeah.
things just slip up. If we can get, if it fly over their head, it fly over
Almost
their
had
head.
it.
Not.
Be quicker than
It is distasteful, but like
Very.
it's dark humor.
Fire.
Cam, did you laugh?
Oh,
I mean, it's not much.
once I read what his daddy
Did
really
you
did.
laugh? No, even when you found out. Even when you found out.
Okay, a little bit.
Did you laugh? It ain't even about
out your mouth.
The boldness.
Wow.
Like,
Yeah, wow.
It's
I was
the
thrown off,
boldness.
man.
Like the audacity.
Yeah.
But you gotta be able, but we gotta realize too, cause instead of feeling like that, we got to get clever on our feet and throw
But
it back.
listen, that shit is so
Come on,
funny.
shit.
Like,
Just
I
go.
know
You
how to do
saying
it.
that, I realized just
Jump
had a
into
clip
offense.
in my head like about Trump. Look at that. Look at my African American. Isn't he great? Look at him.
Like, come on, man. Like, it's just you got to be able to give it back, man.
Yeah.
They not expecting you to give it back to them, and it throw them off. So when you hit them so quickly, cause just see how they just flabbergasted.
Yeah.
Like,
Come on, man.
instead of that, taking time of wanting to get a nigga.
What the hell?
Like, we check each other all the time, cuz. Why we worried about a nigga losing their job, cuz? Tell that cracker man, so what? Hey man,
That is not the society
you
we live in
smell
right
like
now.
wet dog. Like, give him another comeback, cuz. Like,
That ain't the society we
it's
live in
so,
these
as
days.
clever as we
Yeah.
are, girl. We are very clever.
If you would have said this shit in like
My
2002,
It's his job to
if
do
you would have
his
said that in 2002, then they probably would have just responded. Like the nigga probably, whatever player it was, would have probably got on the mic at the interview and said some shit back to him.
But listen,
It's
listen.
so crazy.
But hold on, I ain't even gonna lie though. Like
It is
I was saying,
2022.
Kevin Porter was in the news a lot last year, bro.
Yeah.
That man, when somebody got traded to the Rockets, goddamn,
He
they
got mixed
moved
up.
his locker
Oh.
to somewhere else. You feel me? And gave whoever got traded in his locker.
Mm.
And when he came in and saw that shit, he was like, man, this that plantation shit. Like,
Oh.
and threw some shit. Like, and there was a lot of white people in the locker room at the time. Like, he was talking to them. And he got suspended for that shit.
Just say a black, like a commentator. Somebody like, somebody funny like Shaq or somebody, you know what I'm saying? A black dude dunk on a white guy. Say, man, and he dunks his balls in his mouth like your mother used to do. Like, you got to get, you know what I'm saying?
I don't
You
even
gotta
think Shaq
come
would
back,
say
bro.
that. See,
But again,
I think Shaq
we
would
gotta
say
find a 50-year like Charles Barkley. Somebody where you can blame that you ain't rap talk. Just like how they claim that white dude ain't rap
We need to
talk.
bring Dennis Rodman out of nowhere. Put
Yeah,
him on TV.
get
What
him.
the fuck?
Put him on TV.
Put him
He'll
back
say
in front
it.
of black
You
youngsters.
gotta give what you gotta give what they give, cuz, and stop fighting over a nigga job, cuz.
But
What
I
that's
ain't
gonna do? The niggas just gonna get hired by one of their other cousins.
It's a little.
Somebody got to get
You
fired.
fuck up like that these
Yeah.
days, niggas want your livelihood at stake.
Yeah, somebody got to get
But
fired.
they gonna just go get hired by their cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what? I mean, what you
friend
did?
shit, Paul Pierce is one guy that I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do. Fuck ESPN, like shit,
That's
like
just
that man.
big ass.
Smoking
Joints
gas,
with
got strippers
Yeah.
on live.
He
You
got
know,
fired. So
yeah, he got fired. But shit,
Oh, you talking about the thing?
Oh,
with
still-
the
it's Paul
the
fucking
Pierce
Pierce.
shit.
Paul Biz, he did
Yeah.
get fired.
No one likes
This man got his
him.
own show now.
he got his own shit.
But he knew that was gonna happen.
Nobody likes you.
But it's like shit. That man.
He probably wanted to leave. That's why he
Yeah.
posted it.
Yeah.
I feel.
But I mean,
I'm gonna make him fight.
so again,
Hot
you
take.
get him fired, cuz your outrage.
Nah, go ahead.
Your outrage, what is it gonna do though? Like, you get a nigga fired, they
Bruh.
still don't even promote you. They bring another crack out there. I'm talking about the nigga was sweeping floors. The crack was sweeping floors.
I mean, bro, them
He got-
boys
he got
say-
promotion.
Commentator, one of them, what was it, the Thunder commentator said that shit. He's lost his cotton picking mind. One of them boys hit a buzzer beater or something, and everybody record scratching.
Hey, story time.
Nigga, did you know it's Black History?
Story time with Silk. I'm in the story time with Silk. So, when I was in 6th grade, cause I swear for life, I'm in class, bro. Like, we going over a test or some shit, and it's like, I guess I just got out of the gym, so I'm a little excited. I think I just had a good performance in the gym. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm stretching out, you feel me? Like, I'm sitting in the back of class, I'm like on the wall type
They keep
shit.
did some shit.
So shit, like, it's like, got my hands up like this, you feel me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Cooling, like, on some shit, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like,
okay.
basically on some shit like this, like, you know what I'm saying? And my hands touching, you know what I'm saying? Bruh, post, I guess he just put the shit up, his new, whatever, you feel me? So then, like, he going over some shit, he look over at me, probably, hands off my post. You know what I'm saying? Alright, cool, you feel me? I lean back up. Shit, about 5 minutes later, goddamn, I'm back cooling type shit. I'm back. Listen, bruh, that man stopped again, bruh. Get your cotton picking hands off the toaster.
Damn.
And then like, bruh, like I sat back up.
What?
And I thought about that shit like, oh, hey. Bro, listen, I sat back up. And then like, we going over the test, he was sitting there going, I was like, hold on.
You raised your hand?
I raised my hand like, oh, hey. You just said,
What you
cotton
had said?
picking hands off your... Hey,
Call my mama.
hold on, big bro.
Call
Hey, I'm gonna set the record straight right here, fam. I ain't never picked no cotton in my life. Don't you ever say that again. Like, and he looked crazy, but it's like, yeah, you thought I wasn't gonna pick up on that shit. Like,
said it.
yeah, you tripping.
You
Like,
slipped up and said it.
you fucked up, brother.
Boy,
Listen, boy, I went home, like, I was tripping, like, I had asked my daddy that shit and all, like, Pops. So, you know what I'm saying?
Anybody tell you that?
I had did some shit. I kind of was wrong for putting my hands back on this poster, but he told me to get my cotton picking hands off. So my daddy choked up a little bit, like.
You talking that during dinner?
Yeah.
What kind of nigga are you?
Hey, he choked up.
You are sick. This nigga trying to
My man trying to enjoy his little rice and chicken.
goddamn steak, nigga. I done waited all day for this.
You are savage.
Don't tell me some shit
I'm
like
down
that.
about this shit now.
And he just
thinking
worked a
about-
full 16 hours.
Boy, tired.
You know he worked a full 16.
Trying to enjoy the big piece of chicken.
That man woke up to go to work at 3:30.
And you
Bruh.
wait to hit him with that shit
Bruh.
at nighttime.
Shit.
It's down there a new day.
Oh Lord.
Boy, you
Man, listen, he said
With the stick.
you wasn't wrong, son. Like
Yeah, nah, you wasn't.
you checked him.
He
You
was
did
wrong.
The right thing. He was wrong.
You know what the fuck he
son.
said.
No,
Yeah,
he always
listen,
say
like-
some wild shit.
What?
Bruh.
Nigga, I done called my middle school teacher's boy and all. He
Nigga,
said
I
the wrong
been
thing. He
rich.
like, you got me fucked. I ain't
Right
cursing.
now.
I'm like, boy, you tripping. I done said that to him. Yeah,
Still wouldn't have
calm
been
down.
working to this day.
You really tripping. Relax.
I would have had a pot to piss in.
Bro,
Bro, listen.
I
Alright, now I think about it, like,
I
bro, I
never
should have
felt
went to
that
the next level with that shit.
I would've took it.
I should have went
I
up.
would've took it.
I should have went up on that nigga.
Old excuse to turn up on your monkey.
Right,
ass.
that's my
You call me-
go
I
to
think the
that.
only thing I ever really just got up in arms with is nigga. But like just small words like that, I was always just trick on it and just quick on the trigger, man. Like I call it cracker funky as a fuck, real. I'm talking about it, funky ass man. Like I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like just,
Oh,
just
okay.
you know
I
what I'm saying?
What the call
Like, you know what I use that shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Fuck talk.
I could just see middle school me right now. As soon as they said that shit, cotton picking. Whoa.
And I would defend you. I'd have been like,
Get my daddy on the phone.
hold
boy,
on,
'cause you
wait.
tripping. Get my daddy on the phone. Cause you done lost your mind.
Hey,
Yeah.
there's like a few people.
Call my daddy or I'ma
after
call.
I raised my hand and said this shit, some more people like, hey, you right.
Dick no boy. Oh,
everybody
call my
class
daddy or I'ma go to the office myself and call.
Like,
him.
bro,
You done lost your
niggas
fucking
didn't
mind.
think about it at the time, bro. Like, I was too young.
All y'all
you feel
niggas
me?
had
You know,
sleeping,
like,
they must be
And
Right,
that
nigga
nigga
was
fucking
too-
around.
The nigga was too
Yeah,
young.
I haven't
you
lived
feel me?
before
Because
that.
it's
I
like,
ain't
bro,
keep it
like,
to
Bro, I was thinking about that shit at the
bro,
day,
Not in
bro.
school. Not in school. Some shit like that did happen to me when I was younger, but not in school.
Happened in middle
So
school.
Indian thought I stole something from at the gas station.
Oh.
That's it.
Indian.
Yeah. Hey, I mean,
This
They
time.
were. They be
I ain't had, that nigga made me. That nigga told me to empty my pockets, cuz, to make sure I didn't steal nothing. I was a child. I ain't know no better.
Alright,
We told our parents later on that day, but my mama and daddy was so mad. Cause my brother was with me,
Yeah.
and it was like, you did what?
It's
Why
so
y'all
much-
ain't call us? I ain't know. I didn't steal nothing, so I wasn't tripping like shit.
You thinking it's regular.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I ain't got shit.
Going about
And
my
then
day.
I thought, like, damn,
That was racist.
I was fucked up.
Man, like a nigga don't think about the shit till after the fact,
It's
boy.
not
It be
even
too late, bro. Like,
Yeah.
it be too late. Like a nigga be having to.
Nigga be green. I hate
quick
Nigga
to
be
the
having to
draw.
jump on that shit.
I hate
right
feeling
now.
green.
You gotta be quick.
Oh,
You gotta
yeah.
be quick, bro.
They
They
middle school.
they wait for insults, but when they in the way that it's not so direct, it gotta give you some shit to where it make you think, because it's not directly blatant like we do. We get straight to the point, but it ain't no fuck it. It's fuck you.
Yeah.
It's direct. Like they're just like, man, fuck it in the situation, but they really saying
Oh,
fuck you in the situation
With that
when
being
y'all
said,
arguing. You know what I'm saying?
With that being said, I kind of want to. He just walked out.
He a
I
real
really
nigga.
Yeah. But I kind of wanted to segue into our next topic with the AB shit, because it's a lot going on with that, and both parties saying it's a lot of he say, she say going on. And I was just telling my people, like, when that shit first happened, like, I was asleep when that game was on. I ain't even gonna hold it.
Nigga not watching that shit.
Like,
I don't watch the NFL like
the Jets and the Bucks. That's not a game I watch. And I want to say, goddamn, it was another good game on anyway. So I'm gonna always watch the best game. But anyways, shit, I wasn't watching that game. But as soon as I woke up, a nigga saw the video on Twitter. Like, that's the first thing you see once you get on social media. So nigga saw the video on Twitter, him taking this shit off, tossing this shit. If y'all ain't see it, goddamn, AB, goddamn, yeah, you do your goose. But AB during the game, he's saying that he was injured and he was too hurt to go in the game. The coach told him on the sideline, well, you're cut. So at that point, I'm fired. What the fuck I'm gonna stay at work for? That's how I looked at it, how he looked at it.
Yeah.
Took his shit off, tossed his shit to the bench, took his shirt off, took his gloves off, tossed that shit to the crowd, you know what I'm saying? And threw up his deuces, you know what I'm saying? He did some nigga shit. I ain't gonna hold it. Let's call a spade a spade. He did some nigga shit.
Yeah.
I'm out. Peace the fuck out. Let's go Jets.
Right after you explain your shit. And that's right after you explain your shit about throwing your ID on the ground without clocking out the other day. You feel me? And it happened right after that.
Yeah, I did some nigga shit.
So I want to hear your side of this, because I'm talking about.
I said, like I told them boys, you feel me? Shit, I was fed up with that fucking job, and I put in my 2 weeks notice. Them folks wanted me to go home because I wasn't working anyway. Like, I was sitting on the clock cooling, so shit. I AB'd some shit, dropped my ID, hit my deuces, and I'm out this bitch. You feel me? So
you feel me?
Hey,
I mean,
but listen, like, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm cut. Shit, you just told me I'm cut, my boy. You the head man. Shit, we gotta go with what you said.
Do you wish you would have went out like that?
I ain't gonna front. I had a little. Hey, that was probably like 30 people. That 30 people compared to 30,000.
Did you feel like you didn't do enough?
Could have went out with a bigger bang.
Did you?
I probably could have went out with a bigger bang.
What you think you would have did? Like, what was your top 3 options? What's your top 3
Untuck your
exits?
shirt and rip your buttons and throw your ID
Like
out.
the Hawk?
Probably
What else you
slide
had?
a few computers off the table.
No call this shit.
Now you trying to have the boys coming at you. Nobody told you to do all that now. Didn't tell you to get that carried away.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't break the shit, just knock it down.
Maybe pull some shit off the wall.
You ain't got, don't hit the monitor.
Snatch a couple of
That's how you
off
should
the
be
wall.
playing, boys.
Don't break. Take some business cards and knock some business cards off the front desk or some shit like that. But don't break no monitor, no technology.
That's how you know y'all black. Niggas
Y'all
like, oh, wait.
it dropped. Nigga watch a lot of Jamie Foxx show coming up, and I know y'all used to see Jamie Foxx in certain episodes. Like, yeah, we got this. Knock the shit down, you feel me?
But nah, your ass back that police car, you knock that computer.
Cuff your ass.
You gonna be back there singing, all right?
To get back on track. After he did that shit, you know what I'm saying? Hopped in the Uber, you know what I'm saying? He didn't leave New York, you know what I'm saying? He was at the Nets game the next day. But when the report came out, after the game, Bruce Arians, the head coach, said, oh, he's no longer a bug, and I won't speak on the situation. I hope he gets the help he needs, and everybody's stressing. He hopes he gets the help he needs and all this other shit. But a few days later, like a lot of people, I ain't like how a lot of our people was doing. I ain't even gonna front, because a lot of black people was jumping straight on Bruce Arians' side, like he was wrong and but I'm on this.
Act like that in front of all the people on them folks' job.
Fuck you, crack.
Fuck you, sound.
Bro, I was waiting on him. Like, that's why I was waiting on him.
I don't even be watching football like that. I was happy for the man. I said, shit, fuck him, nigga. I showed my ass too. I
I'm rich. Take your shirt off.
I'm going out like Joanna man.
But the other thing though,
Fuck, you trying to get head like
the other
motherfucking
thing, he was supposed to get his bonus too. And he was on some shit. Another thing he said, shit, I'm hurt. And I'm not getting targeted like that. And this is game. It's damn near the last game. Because bro, the season over with. We about to go to the playoffs.
They had the last game, you wasn't gonna play the last game.
Yeah, you feel me? Exactly. Like
I heard that shit had something to do with some money shit too. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm
That's what I'm
saying.
saying. You get to if he would have got like 4 or 5.
So he really had one game.
He would have got
Yeah.
$1 million.
Yeah,
He
I read
got his
that.
bonus.
But since y'all not throwing the ball at me and I'm hurt,
He
I'm bucking. Like,
Exactly.
Right, you got me.
He was gonna get $1 short of $1 million. It was 9,99999.
But shit, come on, cuz.
He gonna get 33.
give me all mine.
Give me all mine.
I need all mine.
But still, like, y'all keep me from getting my money. Cause shit, I had to explain that to my mom and daddy. Like, he's not getting the money he was getting in Pittsburgh. He's on like a vet minimum right now. Like,
He on a prove it deal.
like he's on, exactly.
How they call it? Little 1 year motherfucker.
And I heard him say some shit like, bruh, Gronk getting paid, and Gronk barely fucking playing. Like, Gronk on his last fucking leg. Like, he just came back because Brady came back.
Older.
I still got game in me. So why I can't get paid? Like,
Cause he, bruh,
You're not white.
but
That's
also
me,
that
that's
nigga,
why.
he was a wild boy. Cause that nigga used to cut up with the Steelers too. That nigga was recording the goddamn locker room and shit with niggas.
Yeah.
Goddamn,
Yeah.
like you don't do that.
I think
That's some D'Angelo
I
Russell.
Right, come on, man. We talking
and-
about hoes and shit in the locker room. You in here?
Yeah, that's some D'Angelo Russell.
Sorry, get off live.
niggas is butt ass naked.
Right, sure.
and
Like, don't know you on live. Like, come on, man.
Like you
Like
was
shit like that is like, yeah, I get it.
Like, he has
I get why you blackballed.
He
You
does,
doing some wild
he does have a rap sheet. So,
You doing some wild
like, a lot of people are not going to jump on this side, but in this situation,
But, yeah.
I just wanted to be on
I
that
want you to have a fair
sideline
shake.
No,
Yeah.
exactly. I wanted to be there to know exactly what happened, so I don't pick a side, the wrong side in this
All right,
situation.
but look,
because of optics.
what's the white boy that they kept fucking up and ain't in the league?
Johnny
no more?
Manziel.
That's his name.
Yeah.
The white, listen, them crackers root for him every chance. First chance he get to make himself right again, they were like, oh yeah, he can do it.
I ain't gonna cap.
They
They
be
do be
rooting
showing
for
him
that
that
nigga.
little
They be
ability.
rooting for that cracker boy just for
He
him to
is-
show his ass and fuck up
I ain't gonna
again.
front shit.
They ain't gonna
Baker
do that shit for no
Mayfield
nigga.
got- Baker Mayfield got more endorsements. I see Baker Mayfield on TV way more than Lamar Jackson. And Lamar Jackson won MVP.
And I'm talking about you seeing more
Come on, man.
commercials than you see on the football field.
Come on, man.
That's no
Come
cap.
on,
But
man.
let's be real though, and
And-
it's two sides of a coin. Though.
It is.
It is. So he did say he was Gronk getting paid, Gronk doing way more, but Antonio Brown, all he had to do was wait 6 more hours before he act the fool in Las Vegas, and he would have got that $30 million guaranteed.
Now, see, he didn't help
All he
himself.
had to do was wait 6 hours.
He not
And
helping
if they
himself.
would have cut him detrimental, whatever, like the Bucks
Detrimental
found a way, they
conduct.
would have had to still
Pay him, yep.
So losing that guaranteed, then go to the Patriots, don't even play more than 1 game, then come to this and play on the non-guaranteed salary, win the ship, and still got to play on the non-guaranteed.
They
Like,
have an opportunity to
but
go back.
he kind of fucked it up though. Like, and it's not saying that he coming down on him. It's like, damn, bruh. Like, we see how they trying, but they trying you because you done gave them enough ammo to keep picking you.
Yeah.
You letting them pick
You
you.
say you
Gotta
ain't,
take
help,
accountability.
you ain't helping yourself.
You gotta take
You
accountability.
letting them pick
Definitely not
you,
helping
bruh.
yourself.
And that's the problem. And it's so hard to defend it because of that. Everybody's saying the right thing, but like you said, they are dragging him instead of having a conversation like this of saying, bro, this is because you acting this way, is you look at it this way, instead of just saying a nigga loose cannon, CTE, he need help. Oh, I seen this coming. Like, damn, my nigga. The optics, you will drag a nigga because of optics. But that nigga lost out on 30 mil, boy. Like, you wouldn't have had
That
to
CTE
worry
real,
about
boy.
that
30 M.
shit. 30, and that's guaranteed. That's not the contract.
That's how you know you don't give a fuck. That's a different type of level of don't give a fuck.
But that nigga came and not gave a fuck, boy. And this how God got a funny sense of humor. God brought him back, and that nigga won a Super Bowl, so he gonna act up even more.
Hey, man.
I'm talking about, boy, Lucifer came in, gave up a Super Bowl, cuz. And I'm talking about niggas, Lucifer, Tom Brady ain't done nothing.
Niggas don't even refer to that's what I said no more.
Never heard
Not a young nigga say that.
Brady. No, but I ain't never heard a nigga refer to Tom Brady.
That's losers for me.
I heard of the
Dirty. That man was flattening footballs, cousin.
I borrowed boy.
That nigga
man,
owner was caught putting his
He's a hell
finger
of a
in some
football player, I tell
bookie.
you that.
And nothing.
happened.
Nothing happened. You ain't even really heard too much more about that shit. They mentioned that shit a time or two.
That's my first time hearing about it again.
This is my first
They
time.
hired
They
They
talking about they talking that Robert Kraft shit with the little girl.
Oh, no, yeah, no.
hired little niggas like this to go and videotape another nigga Super Bowl walkthrough. Who would think a kid is in there just recording some shit, cuz?
Cheese.
Spy
Cheese.
Yeah.
Cheese.
Yeah.
That's not crab cheese.
As in crab cheese.
I ain't know that one too.
That's what I said. I was like, you said Robert Kraft, and I said cheese. He looked at me like, nigga, no. I'm
You
like,
talking about the Patriots, nigga, but yeah, the same white guy.
That's how I know Robert Kraft.
That's what I'm saying.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
He's on another picture.
Fuck that, nigga. You was
Boy,
going
you
away.
know. Yeah, he got caught up in his image. Look that shit up on your own.
Y'all look that up. Yeah.
He got
We're
caught
talking
up
about cheese, little girl.
in sex gate. He got caught up in underage sex gate.
They got gates after everything.
And that nigga,
They got another gate. I ain't gonna lie.
They
Why
got
they-
a lot of
why you saying
scandals,
gate?
my nigga. The Patriots got
What's
a lot
gate
of
mean?
scandals.
I don't know why they call it gate.
I
but it's
forgot
just-
why they call it.
It's just some shit they slapped to the end of a scam. I don't know.
The first one I heard about, I remember
Watergate.
because the Watergate
Yeah,
shit.
that Richard Nixon
Piece of
shit.
gate.
It must be code word for scandal.
I heard about that.
It's
Like,
a lot
come
of
on,
gates.
man.
Floodgate. Open the floodgate.
All I know
They
about
want to
is
keep it in the
Westgate,
gate,
man.
but like you say, like when you open
All I know is Westgate. Fuck what y'all talking about.
Fuck y'all, man.
What else we talking about?
Fuck the games they talking about. It's real games I heard.
A couple niggas named Gate.
Open.
But I ain't even gonna hold y'all boys been keeping up with I know we've been talking a lot about Kwame, but Kwame just had to run up on Gilbert. I ain't gonna say he ran up on Gilbert Arenas, but they, you know what I'm saying, they had a conversation and basically airing out their differences. I didn't watch the whole thing, but you know what I'm saying, Gilbert Arenas basically said, I don't know if y'all seen it, but Gilbert Arenas was on some shit like, I never disrespected you, Kwame. Like, if anything, I defended you. Because niggas tried to say you was trash. Your teammate said you was trash, nigga. I said you weren't trash. Like, you just weren't healthy a lot in your career to show what you could do.
Right.
But Kwame was on some shit like, keep my name out your mouth.
I ain't hearing that shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I ain't gonna
Taking
front.
everything.
I
I'm taking
watched
everything
that,
the wrong
like,
way.
I was looking at Kwame like, bruh, like, you're not making, like, you're making sense, but it's like Gilbert is kind of winning this argument right now. I felt
Niggas drug Kwame niggas through the mud for the last 20 years.
I ain't see all the clips of Gilbert or what Gilbert said, but I did see one interview where he was defending him.
The Vlad interview. Which interview you talking about?
Shit. It was, yeah, the Vlad interview. Vlad interview.
So some recent
So look, bro, when you listening to that interview, right, you don't hear a lot of backhanded compliments.
But Gilbert Arenas
Gil
is
is
an
your-
asshole.
I'm about to say he
He is your clown. He is your asshole and your clown. So you a white boy get Gil to do whatever. That's the same thing of throwing rocks and hide your hands. You gonna be educated and try to put it in terms of you feeling making it sound like you're not disrespecting. But you took him from being the number one pick. That's the number one striker of disrespect. How you gonna change the draft? How you gonna say, well, they would change it up. You won't be number one. That's telling a nigga that he ain't deserve to be number one.
I wasn't crazy either.
Now, not only that, you saying he didn't call the man trash. After the first two arguments, what Gil been calling that man?
I ain't gonna front.
Trash.
Stack said that shit.
That was the first interview.
I ain't seen the shit.
But again, on both interviews, if anybody is not trying to talk about this man, cause do you have to answer them questions? Instead of just being like, man, look, bro, I ain't
Long way,
you
the
can
only
even
nigga.
laugh it off and be
Long way
like,
still the only nigga to go on blast and do it the right way.
And that's one thing
That's what
Kwame Brown
Kwame
said.
said.
Kwame said that in the interview. He was like, bruh, y'all niggas go and do these interviews.
I don't watch Vlad no more.
And bro, that's what
I
Kwame
don't
was saying.
watch
Kwame was like, bro, y'all go in these interviews and paint the image that they want y'all to paint of a black man. Y'all go in this shit and say how many fights you were in, how many people you shot, how many, you know, like, and y'all go answer this nigga like why? Like, y'all are out here like.
They already rapping about it, I guess.
Follow it.
Like,
Don't follow it.
You know what I'm saying?
Clout, nigga, clout.
It's like shit. Like Kwame said a lot.
Yeah,
He said a lot about the shit, but it's like if you like you say, you just painted it for me. Like I'm hearing both sides and I'm seeing it now. You feel me? Like, hey,
Man,
why is everybody asking questions about this, man?
I ain't never heard nobody come and speak out on Kwame Brown's behalf in the last couple years since that man has been out of the league. I ain't never heard nobody speak on that nigga and say anything other than
jokes.
Right, I'm about to say. So I don't really. No matter who come out and say I was on your I don't personally believe.
At what point?
Every time they brought that nigga name, he was the butt of the joke.
At what point in life, bro, that we move on from the man basketball career and it's another step? Just like Kobe, we was going to migrate into his new life of not playing basketball.
Yeah,
we were going to look at him as a cartoonist, Emmy winner, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We were going to be a father. When do we finally look at this man further than the number one overall pick?
Shawty already know how I feel about that, because first of all, he's the first nigga to do that. Ain't nobody before him ever did it. And I scratch that forever. Like, niggas can say what they want about him.
It was a problem.
He is forever in the history books for that alone. Like, ain't nobody else ever went number one out of high school before him. So, niggas can say what they want about that, man.
And it's like, cause I ain't even gonna front, like
real shit. Like, that's really why I leave it at with that shit. Like,
and shit, to hear his story, like, bro, the man still standing, cause he done been through some shit. Like, he has been through some shit.
He's
like,
a black man
people trying to drag him. The man is still standing, and now he's letting his voice be heard, and he's still a great black man in my opinion.
Kwame, if you hear this, come to the Potecast, bro. We want to talk to you. Tell Randolph, set it up.
What's your measure of success? You feel me? Why do people have to? You gonna tell me what success is for
success
me?
is relative.
That's the thing that he said. Like, y'all saying I was a bust.
Nigga,
I was this. I moved my mom out the hood. I took care of my family.
As a teenager,
I did this, and I still know how to do half the shit that a lot of you niggas don't know how to do. Y'all know how to play basketball. I know how to do this. I know how to be a man. Yeah, exactly.
And I got money.
So,
they don't like that. You should come in the league and blow all your money.
Boss.
Yeah.
And he scratched that above anything. I ain't gotta listen to no fucking body. Like, I do what the fuck I wanna do.
Sit on here and smoke my hookah if I want to.
That's a grown man, God. Like,
nah. I fuck with him barking back, bro, because niggas been tearing his ass up on the internet and on media for years. That shit.
No cap.
Yeah.
When that silent nigga boy started firing off on motherfucker boy, and you just be like, whoa, shit, boy. I thought the crazy niggas usually tell us, hey, I'm gonna shoot up the school today. Give me a chance to knock out school today. This nigga just went there. It was, bro, when that shit first started, niggas was going on air like, hey, it was not me. I was just
me. Jump out that fight quick.
It was niggas on ESPN like, Marcellus was like, cause I fuck with you, Kwame.
That man trying to come me. God damn.
Like, Gil said that shit too. And that's what's so crazy.
That's the lame shit,
nigga, you straight up off the muscle, see how that man came out there. But like he said, nigga, you from out west, boy. It's a different beast down here in the south. Nigga, we know how to survive down here. Y'all out in the sun surfing.
You a valley boy. Like, he be stressing, you're a valley boy.
He wearing chucks and swimming trunks, nigga.
Kwame from the country.
Kwame outside either wearing thong flip flops in the field, or he walking barefoot with a size 18.
Chopping trees
with no socks and shoes on. Toenail hanging off. Feel me? Shit.
Dead as hell.
We know it, bro. Brunswick is right up the road.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? With us saying something about Brunswick, you know what I'm saying? Kind of segue. Shit, the 3 guys that murdered Ahmaud Arbery were sentenced yesterday.
Sometime,
yesterday, sometime.
Yeah, kind of could clap now.
Turn that up.
You know what I'm saying?
Turn that up. I love that
Cause
song.
crackers got that
I love that
elbow,
song.
you know what I'm saying? My nigga, you know what I'm saying? Shit, what they said on life? Oh, these boys are here for the long haul.
Oh, wow, babe.
That shit different. Nigga tell you that shit. You
yeah,
already know what
boy.
you good, but you like, dang,
These
nigga,
boys are here for
you ain't had to say
the
it.
long
Yeah,
ride.
long ride, boss. Yeah,
Love
no,
you.
straight
Tell
up.
them about the gun line,
I'm
boss.
glad them boys ain't try to wiggle it or didn't manage to wiggle their way out that one, because they definitely
They tried.
cornered that man and murdered that man on a
They
fucking
damn
job.
sure tried.
Man, listen. I just hope, like Justin said before the show, goddamn, I hope that's the same crackers that did that shit, cause they'll find some
Not that boy
goddamn.
put up a different
Hey,
picture.
boy, look,
Hey,
he look just like, hey,
Hey.
shut him up real quick.
Now that's a hot take. If they ain't right niggas up, oh,
you're never.
the clones.
You're never.
But I said, that's nothing we would know.
Such you have a
That's
visitor.
nothing we would know.
It would never be something that you would know for a fact.
That's nothing we would know.
It's context clues.
Yeah,
of
unless you took their blood or
mental
some
warfare
shit.
that your word against theirs, but you can look and see that couldn't go over nobody's head. Them niggas looking them goddamn what it is when them niggas got that ginger looking fucking hair on their face in their head. I'm talking about facial hair look real stupid. Like before, when they first got locked up, the nigga was great.
What you mean, Lucifer?
No, the
The bullshit.
the nigga,
Talking about
the
the
dad, and then the nigga that they called that helped them in the trunk. He had great, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't none of them niggas had that old ginger color motherfucking shit on their face like that, cuz.
They red here now.
Yeah. That shit look crazy. But again, why is it such, we just feel so relieved that we just clapping that, yes.
That's what I'm saying, like,
I don't feel no fucking.
I don't feel like we
supposed to
got
happen.
justice because
That's supposed to
justice would have been them not
Why-
murdering him,
why
but I'm
was-
still glad.
Why was it a question?
That boy
Like,
dead.
why we had to put so much energy in that shit? Like,
Then they said like when it
So much
actually
time
happened,
and
folks
thought.
ain't
that
really
was blatant.
started.
Like,
And it's like, bro, like, that's what I'm saying.
It make us sound
like,
ungrateful.
bro, it make us sound
That's
ungrateful,
it.
but it's like, bro, they would move the process so fast with a nigga, like,
that was so blatant.
bro, like, I ain't.
But they also had that lady that was like a DA or some shit like that on the
the
inside.
the trials that should have us on edge is like Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, and OJ. Nigga, we did not see those shit. All them trials we did not see.
OJ was talking about though.
We did not see
the nigga that killed me.
No, we ain't know. Hell no.
We did not see those crimes. So for the defense and the prosecution to put together some shit, and you be like, yeah, but that nigga making a point. He may get off. But we watch these niggas lynch this man.
Yeah.
And we sitting here like, ooh, boy, they may get off. How?
That shouldn't even be a question.
Miracle.
That's it.
How?
Now you gonna make us feel grateful that you done locked
Right.
these niggas. They supposed to be locked. They are
They tell us that y'all got justice
Right.
from Ahmaud Arbery. Y'all
You know,
always crying about
congratulations,
police brutality.
fucking
We should not
Boy,
have to march for that
These
shit.
motherfuckers
That
like
shit
police.
lame as hell. For two,
What the fuck are you even talking about? Like, nigga, the police job is to protect.
They said when that shit actually
And after
happened.
actually them crackers went home.
They said that shit happened like versus when it happened versus like when people found out about that shit.
That
like,
shit was
damn,
too,
like,
it ain't hit the
Like when the
until 2
video,
months later.
like when the
They
video
had
dropped,
that
like
lady
niggas
in
like,
the- like,
hold
2
on,
months
like,
later.
Oh, they
y'all
did.
kids.
They had that
Like,
DA lady covering that shit up.
yeah.
She got caught up in that shit too, and I'm still not gonna believe she the only one. Like somebody else knew about that shit. It was
Man, listen,
it was
it
helping her
takes
with
a
the
team.
shit. Yeah.
It can't just be one person. It's gonna take a team to
Where
cover
that
up
bitch
some
at?
shit.
I don't know. I'm about to ask y'all. They ain't saying nothing about her
It's
ass.
so
You need to
much.
find.
Just imagine when we was little niggas. Y'all little, like when y'all was 16, but just imagine my 16 years and 15. I'm a teenager. Abandoned houses like that, cause they had video footage of niggas going in there and fucking. Like that, they had the
Oh my God.
Like,
I don't know why this makes
just imagine how
Oh my
much
God.
of recordings that they had to cut. You feel me? Just to get to this nigga walking in there.
It's like
So just imagine how wild we was.
Yeah.
And they got niggas just randomly going in that motherfucker, seeing it, fucking in it, doing drugs in it. But you catch this nigga in it, you want to kill him. That shit just make no sense.
Yeah.
cuz.
You pose a
It's
good
not
point. You pose a great point.
And say, oh, he was in it. What the fuck can you steal in that shit? There wasn't no kitchen appliances.
Right.
It ain't your house.
Like,
What
it's
was they gonna
innocent.
steal? Oh, my
it's not
Let
yours.
me finish.
Oh,
It's
I
not
could build.
yours. Why are you
build me
here?
a treehouse with this shit. Okay. Hey, the nigga, he gonna steal wood, cuz. He might have steal.
That's
He
precious
couldn't carry
lumber.
the sink out that motherfucker.
Precious lumber.
Shit, asbestos and mold in that
I want to
bitch.
say they
Everybody-
said it wasn't nothing to steal in that shit.
What
Like, it's just sad he lost his.
I'm still glad they didn't get off, cause in America, bro, you fuck around and
They ain't gonna be the
oh
last.
no. That's one thing. Like I said, I think I said that on one of our former episodes. It took me to get older and really realize. Like I knew we grew up in the South. I knew where we grew up at, but it wasn't until I got older and realized,
You know where you at.
nigga,
Nigga, you know what the fuck we
boy,
at.
for real, like nigga, you grew up like not far at all from where they bury your ass, and you won't get found if they put you in the right spot. Like
I'm talking about you so naive riding through Effingham thinking it.
dirty
but that's
Bloomingdale, Pooler, Port Wentz,
Statesboro,
Effingham,
Portal.
second part of Garden City.
Really?
And then you go in these little country counties outside us. Oh, nigga, they'll never find your ass. They'll never find you. They'll feed you to some pigs around this shit, for real.
I tell niggas all the time, but I went to a private school, boy. My motivation to whoop them crackers ass was seeing them cotton fields on the way to them away games. Like, I'm looking out the window and we less than 15 minutes away from a cotton field.
Oh yeah,
right
you know
now.
that shit, but there's the goddamn
hell
country
yeah.
ass.
We gotta be honest with ourselves though, boy. It's so hard beating them motherfuckers in football.
Yeah, that's why I play basketball.
Niggas cow tip on their spare time. Yeah, it's hard to beat them.
That's not even weight room strength.
I told my boys at 6th grade, I told my brother, like, bro, I'm not playing this shit no more. You gotta get hit or hit somebody every fucking
I'm not that angry.
I'm okay.
I don't have that much aggression in me,
Like,
actually.
and I don't want this man flying full speed at me. Like, niggas is trying to knock your head off every time.
Little League wasn't that bad. It's when we finally got to high school and them boys just they weight caught up to the age. Boy, it was like y'all niggas are basically grown men already.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
That hurt. I don't know what you.
Bro, I'm a trainer, bro. I be looking at my kids and I like, bro, you was in 6th grade, now you in 8th grade, and now we eye level. Like I was just like, you was just like right here at me. Now, like we eye to eye, your voice deep, you getting a little weight on you, feel me? Like,
Shit, funny when boys go cracking and shit. They go to puberty.
on everything. I be laughing, but
my senior year, when Redding came, nigga Darius Slay was the running
my
back
boy.
for Brunswick. They had a nigga named, I forgot, I never forget it, was that nigga last name was Richards, bro. That bitch played the whole time we played, bro. He was like 6'2". He had to be a good 285, 275, and he played fullback.
oh, Lord.
Man, I'm talking about every other play that boy. My junior year, we had Joey, Huey, O'Neal, Patrick O'Neal. So we had some linemen that helped Joey and Eric in the linebacker spot. So the lineman was kind of keeping a full head of steam of them before them boy get the joke.
Yeah.
Man, my senior year, but we had nobody. Like we had absolutely.
Where's the line?
I think we had a nigga that was like 150 in the nose guard, cause
Shit.
feel me, like my nigga.
Yeah, they running through his ass.
Brother,
Like diarrhea.
Shit.
They saw nothing.
Brother, we looked at
Running at him every time.
we looked at weak, bro, because like we knew we was just out of our
Niggas laughing at his ass when they
bro.
walk
Them
up.
boys looked at us, and them boys stopped warming up. Darius stopped playing with the cheerleaders. He on the side with the pom pom.
Nah, I'm embarrassed.
Niggas outside on the gate just chilling. We walking in this shit. This nigga Red and I got us long white socks. We got our jerseys tucked in, looking stank as a motherfucker. So we look like we about.
Boy, we go.
Bro, we look like the
These
Cobras.
niggas
We
ass.
look like we definitely look like the Cobras.
I'm
bro.
doing a good job.
Like we looking bad, bro. And I'm talking about from the kickoff, my nigga. Them boy, it was like Space Jam. Like I'm telling stars.
Come on, Storm.
All you heard was and we started arguing with each other.
This shit crack.
This shit was so lethal, my nigga. We fussing at each other. Cause I'm yelling at this nigga Derek, like, boy, you gotta keep your head on the swivel. He tear your ass up. He coming
trying to
for
defend
me.
him.
He coming, you know what I'm saying? He pulling and he gonna come at me. Man, my nigga shit. Them boys kept throwing the toss plate. I'm at corner. The wide receiver, cause he's cracking on the linebacker. So I'm one-on-one with that big motherfucker that I was telling you about. So they tossed it and he coming around. Brother, Man, I'm looking at him. I'm looking at Eric. I'm like, I'm about to turn this bitch back in so Eric can make the play because I'm not about to hit him, man.
I'm a distraction.
So I go and I clip the
You take
nigga's
the
shoulder,
lead.
right? And he cut in.
Yeah,
He get a couple y'all get tackled. So the coach yelling at me. Right, nigga. I said, man, fuck that shit, man. You want me to hit that nigga, man? Because you ain't about to yell at me, but shit.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, man, I ain't a bitch, my nigga. But
Yeah,
shit,
I'm a punk bitch.
feel me? Like, you want me to hit that nigga? Like, yeah. You want that? That's how I knew white folks had was setting that nigga up. There it is. I think the coach heard that shit.
What?
And
Toss again.
I think everybody.
You say he what?
I think the
Give it to
whole-
him again.
I think
Say
the whole,
same
Run it
side.
his way
I
again.
think the whole stadium stopped and heard
Hurry up,
my
hurry up.
dialogue.
Same play.
And I was like, you want me to hit that? He was like, yeah. So all I seen that nigga on the sideline was.
He said what? Is it sure? Okay.
And it was the short side of the field because he had that cane that side.
Yeah.
So it was not that much.
He
This
sure
is like
know.
this got turned into the Oklahoma.
My name
Run
on
it.
it.
Run it his way again.
1-on-1. Me
This
and you.
is Oklahoma. So I knew the play was coming. So I'm like, so they done hyped the ball. So them talking about, and it's so bad because that shit was slow motion, like
Don't play football.
brother looking at me and my eyes coming around that corner,
And see, that's
licking his lips. And
That'd
he-
be
and
You was dinner, nigga.
Take
Show
your
like
life.
that. That nigga said,
I'm gonna taste his blood.
Nah,
and I'm
Like
like,
the
bruh, and I'm like, damn. So I done made it here. So
snack.
I done committed.
Little snack of belly.
I done committed. There's nothing that I
all
can do
eyes
about
on
this.
you.
Bruh, we come around that motherfucker, boy. As soon as both of us met around that girl, all I remember hearing was,
Damn.
boom! And I'm talking about,
Like,
both, he fell one way, I fell another, but all I heard was, woo! Nigga, I got the fuck up. I was like, boy, talking about,
dang.
and I'm talking about, so everybody confused.
We don't got no more.
So the coach was like, so they was like, who called time? You called time?
I did,
Fuck yeah,
nigga.
I'm talking about crying, cuz.
I don't want to play no more.
Like, why you trying me, man?
Set me up.
Set me up. Bro, from that
Look at
point
nigga
on,
set on half bait.
all I
set
heard
up.
the crowd was saying,
Half grown talking about crying.
from then on, my nigga,
my god.
we went to the sideline, and I was like, all we heard was, and I'm like, boy, this game finally over, boy.
Halftime.
And it's halftime.
Halftime.
28
You ain't got what
I'm
the
like,
six,
boy,
yeah.
I'm ready to go. That nigga,
I done gave it all I got.
Hey, I thought it was a.
I done left it all out there.
Hey, reaching from the
That
heavens.
was the last I had to leave out there.
you still talking about, boy, I hope this shit never end, boy.
That
Me and
nigga
Barry
Stacey-
looking at each other like, boy, I hope that shit, boy, you on your own.
Wave the white flag.
You on
God
downtown. I'm talking about, bro, we got back on that bus. We had to find a cheerleader because
No, hold me.
it's just a whole like,
No, hold me.
it was
That shit
bad.
to do what?
Just a whole.
I thought you about to say
Cause
get the game.
I'm about to say that y'all
Nigga,
switched jerseys.
hold me.
Yes. I'm like, on the bus.
Hold me.
Hold me.
Well, y'all was down in Brunswick.
Yes.
Oh.
Brother, that's what they for. We on the. We gotta take this ride back to the pole.
Why hold me?
Hold me.
I'm gonna cry the whole way back.
I'm talking about
We
man,
did
back,
went
and
out
then
like
you
some
ain't even, and racism was out the bid. If there was a white cheerleader, we had to come together. Like help, help, cuz this
We
shit.
had to come together.
Help.
You saw what they did.
Ain't no color line.
I played 2 years a little
All
bit.
I see is white
Have
lines.
some compassion.
2
Camden,
years.
Bradwell,
Camden for sure.
country just me,
They
bro.
just-
We had to endure all that.
Yeah.
These kids don't know how blessed they are.
Camden for
Cause
sure.
like all them teams, we like you name it, they 5, they like 4, 5. All the teams now in Savannah, they 3 and
One of them
2.
years, Bros put up a fight against Camden. That year, I think
My junior year?
BJ was the quarterback that year.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
That was 07. Jordan a year.
I think they only beat them 21-0 that year.
We was,
Nah, this year they scored. Bros actually scored this year.
Oh, they still playing. Camden.
Hmm?
They still
No,
playing.
he talking about back then.
Whatever year this is, I'm talking about where like Bros actually like put up a fight. Like I'm saying, like they actually scored.
You was in high school now?
Nah, I wasn't in high school.
Well, so that mean that was out. Was
It was BJ senior year. Whatever year BJ was the
Oh,
quarterback. Yeah.
Shit, no, that was Redden year.
And that's what I'm saying. They,
Yeah, it couldn't have been
they
ready.
scored, but DJ
With
still 2
DeMarcy
touchdowns that year.
last year.
Nigga, I ain't never seen nobody from Savannah ever score.
But no,
I ain't touched touchdown on Camden. So that was amazing to me.
I want to say Camden beat them niggas like 35-14 or some shit
It
like
was
that.
21-7.
Yeah, 21-7.
Niggas was in the game, like in the second half. That was amazing. I never seen that.
It was 7. It was like 14-7.
I want to say Camden was at Garden.
Yeah, it was at Garden.
Yeah.
I had never seen that before. Them niggas usually up 30-0 at halftime on niggas in Savannah. So I was amazed. It was.
Shit, I think everybody left that game.
Niggas ain't no hole, boy. Shit, y'all boys.
And turn around the next week and got their ass cut.
I don't believe in consolation victories, but you should take this one because
more of it.
Yeah, you should take this one.
Yeah, we was acting up against a Johnson on Savannah High for but them
country teams come in.
That's your
ass, Mr. Postman.
But kind of get into the topic now. Shit. We just came out the holiday season and me and Brett was having a conversation.
Thank you, Lord.
Yeah.
I'm tired of spending money.
Yeah, that's one thing. I'm happy I ain't got nobody.
I was about to say shit. My wife's
There's
birthday is the
one thing
20th. My son's birthday the 21st. My mom's birthday the 28th.
Shit.
Ugly.
What month?
December.
I would just leave during the month of
Shit,
December.
your birthday was on Christmas. You feel?
I would just leave and come back in February every year.
But
Where's Daddy going?
yeah, it's real rough.
I'll be
out
back.
here, boy.
No way.
It's real rough. And I had caught COVID, so
Dang.
shit, nigga was fucked up. So
Yeah, he did.
But
I forgot about
I made it, goddamn. But when we was talking, like you was hearing about all the stress I was going through, like man, I gotta try to get these Jordans for little bro. I want to get him for his birthday. Goddamn, wifey want this, and such and such. Like you was saying, goddamn, you wasn't gonna celebrate holidays how your parents celebrated with you. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of.
That's actually not what I said.
What you said?
That's not exactly what I said.
Well, say what you
But
said.
I did say, shit. Sometimes I be wondering if I'm gonna tell my kids about a damn Santa Claus, or if I'm gonna just straight up let them boys know, like, hey, I got y'all some shit. You know what I'm saying? But don't go to school and ruin it for other kids, type shit. But hey, man,
It's impossible.
Yeah.
Your mom.
Not really.
Your parents.
It's not impossible. It's not impossible.
Because you gotta think about you as a kid with that type of information.
No.
It's the
Hey, time out.
That's like money burning in your
Time out.
pocket.
Listen, nigga, goddamn. We went to school with kids that didn't celebrate that shit. How many kids did we went to school with kids that Jehovah's Witness? I personally know some. Never tried to ruin no holidays or nothing for me.
But hey,
So if you tell your kids, right, bro, like, kids gonna be kids, but I know we grew up around people that did not celebrate this shit, so that's what I'm saying. It is common. It's just whether or not, you know what I'm saying? And for me, I said it because I just be like to get underneath my family's skin sometimes, because, we Christians, and they super religious.
I honestly believe
Ooh, yeah.
by the time they get around, like when I be having kids, I feel like they ain't even gonna be talking about no saying and shit like that.
If we keep this shit going, they will.
Because like my nieces and nephews, I feel like they don't even be believing in that shit now. They
Bro,
love it.
my brother told me Santa Claus wasn't real when I was 6 or 7. I didn't give a damn because I knew we were still getting toys.
It's not gonna be the imaginary figure of Santa Claus.
Where's the
It's
white
still
man?
niggas just looking for
If
it.
anything,
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Like, that's why I was blown, because it's like, bro, so y'all mean to tell, like, I see the gifts, but you mean to tell me a white man don't come in here late at night and bring some shit?
I'm glad a white man wasn't coming to my house late at night.
That'd be weird. That'd be fucking weird.
If anything, that shit gave me more game because I knew, alright, my mama paying attention to me, trying to see what I really want throughout the year. So I'm gonna drop little hints here and there, make sure she definitely get the shit.
Yeah.
I mean, nigga made a Christmas list, but still, I'm gonna make sure she know.
Yeah, you got
Get the PS.
I really want this.
Y'all two got, but you gotta look at it too. Y'all two got older daddies.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I mean,
y'all the baby boys of
nigga
niggas
40.
that's brothers almost 40. You know what I'm saying? Your brother, shit, older than me. So shit, he close to the 40. So you got older parents.
Yeah.
So let's just be, and you had fathers in the house with you. You had to start thinking like, damn, but my daddy trusts the cracker enough to come.
Boy, listen.
Well, he could just go and pick it up himself.
I ain't gonna lie, my daddy, I want to say my daddy, like, he don't think he said this shit, but he was inebriated at the time. But he came in our room late at night. He came in our room late at night one time, you feel me? And I feel like that nigga still got that. I think I was the only one still up. He talking about you waiting on Santa Claus. Nigga say shit. Hey, go. And walk down some shit. And I'm like, cuz.
What is
And
that?
I told him, I told him that
fuck
shit. He
cookies?
like, nah, I ain't said that shit. Like, nah, nigga, you said
I
that
did not.
shit.
I ain't said that shit.
Like, cuz,
That nigga remember saying that
you
shit.
said
too.
that
I
shit,
definitely
bro.
did say that. I ain't
As
said
soon
that.
as you said it.
But yeah, what y'all boys think about that shit? I don't know. Like I said, well, before I let y'all go on that, I also be bringing that up around my mom and them just to bother them because like they religious, so it's like she'll tell me on one hand, oh no, you don't need to do that to them kids, let them have a childhood, whoop whoop whoop. But then it's like, what does this have to do?
Hey, Jimmy, he about to have kids.
What this got to do with Jesus being born and his birthday?
Yeah,
Like,
Hey, I knew
I you see, I ain't stopped talking because I knew that was bullshit.
I'm like,
All right, you knew that was bullshit. You knew that was bullshit. But no, yeah, no, I be liking to get underneath my mama's skin with that shit. Like, bro, that has nothing to do with Jesus' birthday or anything. So why is it important that I lie to my kids like this?
They don't like that, but
No, she hate that shit. She hate that shit.
Resentment for mine for shit like that. Just lying to
But I
me.
be
like,
telling her.
I
I gotta talk to her.
Ooh,
Ooh,
100 years.
boy, who? I'm calling him right now.
Talk about me.
Just Christmas, just with everything. Like my mama used to tell me to save for a rainy day, and not know nothing about like fucking financial shit at all, financial literacy,
You save the money.
credit,
Yeah.
all this other different shit. But you just telling me to save for a rainy day. Like what the fuck does that mean?
That's kind of true. Cause it's like I ain't gonna front. Well, I ain't.
I mean, she
man,
ain't
I
lying.
still,
She not wrong.
they not wrong, but it's like at the same time, boy, I still have.
You should been trying to learn how to make
But
that
she
shit
wasn't
Grind for
she
it.
wasn't lying and withholding anything with that.
Right.
That's different from lying to Santa
Right.
Claus. You gotta
She
realize
just
too,
didn't
no,
educate
That's
what can they
Yeah,
teach
right.
y'all?
She didn't know how she
That
gonna
they
tell
did.
you.
What can they
Right.
teach you that they don't know?
Like,
Like,
If they're not educated.
And I had to realize too, like I said this shit on the previous episode, man, all us winging it, boy. Like
Shit.
they don't like niggas. They ain't know they about to have all three of
I
us.
tell my kids.
And
I
they
be like,
just
hey, that
working
nigga not
every
real.
day, like shit. They figuring new shit out every day, just like we figuring.
What is
new
that
shit
gonna
out
hurt
every
No,
day, like-
no. To Jalen's point though, because I did what Cuz saying, and I tell my mama this the same thing. That Christmas shit is a tiny piece of a lot of big lies we get told as young kids, Cuz, and a nigga didn't find out about the truth about America, which I told my mama that I don't fault y'all, because some of the things that they did tell me, but a lot of shit I wish like I would have knew before I was 19,
Y'all say
20.
me green.
About, and it ain't not just financial stuff, just about how America works. It's like, bro, y'all tell us, y'all feed us with so many of these little white lies sweeping shit under the rug in the name of let them be innocent, let them have a childhood. One day I'm gonna find out the truth. Like,
Hey, hold on. I ain't got how many of y'all ate Hoffman Johns and Greens goddamn on New Year's?
That nigga ate that shit like
3 days in a row, man.
Shit, like, cuz, like, what that
I'm
shit
the
was
side
like,
of chicken.
ain't that shit like,
If I tell my
that
business,
That's a side
Now stop telling your business. I said that shit proudly. He don't
yeah, I ain't chitlins.
He rolled up chitlins every time he ate that shit.
I seen that people Instagram talking about I'm black, but I ain't that black.
This
I'm
Shit,
nigga,
listen,
Nigga.
goddamn pink
Fuck
black.
you mean?
that's brother
I ain't
is
picky
far
black.
gone, but
Yeah, fuck you, boy.
I ain't
to
picky.
bring, like, what the Greens supposed to
Something about money.
and
Man, listen.
I think the
Again,
Hobby Dog's good fortune or some shit.
Black people will tell you they're not superstitious, but then it's holler about a full moon. Like,
A lot of it ain't
That's a strong
superstition.
shit.
A lot of it is spiritual, but
what we really come from, right? Yeah.
The generation
I get
before
that.
us
I get that.
was lied to. We were just told, boy, shut up. So
Very-
they didn't teach us shit.
But no.
Like
We-
we said, you asking me about the Greens and Harvard John.
Yeah.
They were just
Boy, shut
giving
up.
us what they had, but they couldn't even explain it to us.
Right.
So
Which-
we're just saying things because it sounds good.
Yeah.
So
That's like-
we don't know the true origin of things that these old folks
And
used
that's
to do.
the
We
shit.
don't know old time religions.
I'm off probation now, y'all.
Ah!
Hit that
But that would make
motherfucker.
it funny though, because like you said, so one thing my daddy always taught me growing up,
Yeah,
which
that bitch hard.
I tell my mom and daddy this shit a lot, bro. Well, mainly my mom. Cause my daddy, he be understanding, but he always taught me, like you say, bro, question, know why you doing something. If you're gonna do something, know why you really doing it, type shit. So it's like, my mom, right there behind me, amen in it. So now that I'm older, when I do that shit, she be looking puzzled. It's like, bro, like, this is literally the nigga you raised me to be. Like,
My stepdad be going back and forth with me on Facebook like that, and I just be looking, and I tell him, I was like, boy, why are you getting mad at me that I'm just repeating the same shit you taught me? Why are you mad?
That's what.
Why are you gonna tell me? You just told me to grow up and be this person, guys. Why are you mad at me?
Somebody told me a story.
I want you to be that person out in the open.
Right. We want you to be that person, but not what I'm telling you, nigga. What I tell you, right? But somebody, yeah, not as I do type shit. Like, but so I heard a story one day. It's called y'all boys ever heard the story about cutting the butt off the ham? It's some old shit.
How about that story?
It's that fat. It's some. She would kill me. So no, it's an old black shit now. So one day a little girl was talking to her mama. They was preparing a ham for dinner, and the mama, she cut the ass off the ham, and then she put it in the oven, baked the ham. The ass meaning the back part. So she asked her, why you always cut that back part off the ham? She went, I don't know. That's the way my mama did it. So one day she went and asked, grandma, why you always cut the back part off the ham? I don't know, that's the way my mama did it. Asked the great grandma, why y'all always cut the back part off the ham? I asked mama, asked grandma, they said that's the way y'all did it. She was like, well, when I was a little girl, pans wasn't but so big. So we had to cut the back part off the ham.
You say that.
But nowadays, like, nigga, you can just buy a bigger pan. You don't have to keep cutting the ass off the ham. Just go get a bigger pan.
I just
learn behavior.
Right.
I was about to say, I just seen the trainer talk about that shit.
Yeah,
like,
you still doing the same.
We teach shit, which is not all the time necessarily right, but it's a habit of ours, and we get so used to teaching it. Because he was like, shit.
And you didn't die.
Like,
what did you die?
he was
Let me
like,
ask you them damn questions.
like,
Yeah, ask that ham off.
he was
Like,
like,
that's why
why?
you ride with Barry in Charleston.
Shut
Barry
up.
whipping that bitch, boy.
Hey, man.
But yeah, no, that when I heard that story, it just made me laugh because that's some real. That's like that's really tell the story of a lot of stuff we go through in our black culture. Like so much stuff we get passed down. It's like a lot of times you don't never really get the full story of why you do it. It's like shit, man, you should do that shit. It's custom.
We don't get the full story, but the black culture is always blessed to have 2 generations before them to be able to go and ask the question.
And see, and it's important.
That's why you
that
gotta
we
go talk to them.
I about to say it's important that you feel me, we keep we educate the ones, we educate everybody, you feel me? Cause shit, you can learn something from everybody.
Yeah.
I'm not just gonna say the youth, you feel me? Cause shit, nigga, we all in this shit together.
A new perspective.
And like I
always
said,
You ain't no youth no more, cuz.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Take a pause.
You have to say you, cuz. You OG. You have to
But
say
now I'm
you.
saying,
This
it's
is
like-
you, cuz.
It is.
You grown with kids. And you about to be 30, so we got to get out of that too. Like, we grown. We ain't you, we young men.
Yeah.
I mean, we ain't even young men no more because we over 25, so we...
But in the realm of like when you talk to older people our age,
Yeah.
you're telling me you ain't dead, man.
But shit,
damn.
I'm saying that like
I'm paying
shit,
bills,
we still,
man.
You still cause them old folks is learning shit from us now. Like, cause
Because they
shit.
have to now.
Yeah.
They don't know how to use
Niggas that was
technology.
supposed to be able to teach
They
them.
don't know how to fucking
They're not
CC on an
learning.
email.
So they are forced to go back to the drawing board. They were supposed to just allow us to give it to them, but they got to go back and learn it for themselves because our generation too fucking lazy to teach them. That shit crazy.
Sure is. But them folks, shit, you gotta be willing to be taught. You know what I'm saying?
To get back on topic, I ain't telling my kids about no goddamn Santa Claus. I don't know who I'm having
I'm
kids
not.
with yet, but I know their mama probably gonna have something to say about it. Tough titty for you because I don't work that hard.
They black in America, bro. Like it's gonna be worse truth that they gotta endure.
It ain't right, exactly. This will not be the worst thing they've heard all year. I promise.
Come on,
They will get over it. They still gonna get what they want.
Right. What we talking about?
So
The white man. What we talking about?
The argument is it's not the holiday, it's the Santa Claus nigga.
Right. That was. It's
So
not
we
even
just
holiday.
said, so we saying X out the fat nigga with the beard.
shit, him, the Tooth Fairy, the Easter Bunny.
All of them. All of them.
You get money from me, but we're not cutting the holiday.
All the niggas white. The two
All that
white.
pagan
You
shit.
never seen no
All of
blacks.
us got to go.
All that
See,
pagan
Bell?
shit. Get it out of here.
Goddamn.
But we
Not
gonna keep
enough.
Christmas as the holiday. We
Listen,
just got to
no,
get
no,
rid of
I'm
that.
not saying don't still celebrate, like come together with family and do shit.
Right,
No,
right.
but I'm saying in the name of this fat white man bringing you gifts, hell no.
So
Not in my house.
So okay, so the white nigga bringing the gifts. Are we just?
No, I'm bringing the gifts.
But are we gonna?
Well, mama's bringing the
gonna
gifts.
change the narrative about it not being so important about the fucking.
I
gift?
like to say that the
We
gifts.
can keep the gift giving part, you know. I can find a a way to make sure my kids understand it's not just about you.
No, he's saying that.
But why
you
one
should.
day we get
You said you should X out the
365
gifts.
days in a year, boy? Why one day you get?
Oh,
okay.
okay. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Are we gonna change and clean up the nigga expecting a gift on that date?
That
and
you
you expecting something that you always wanted throughout the year.
Something materialistic.
Our parents used to always tell us, put it on your Christmas list.
And 9 times out of 10, it's not no book.
What they call that shit? Something. It got something to do with what they call that shit. It's like it's a financial term. They got to do with making people spend a bunch of money around a certain time.
Black Friday.
What
It's
that
the
shit
last
called?
quarter of the year.
I can't think.
I'm about to say not inflation.
No, it's not inflation, but it's
the last 3 months in the year we spend a lot of money.
Yeah, it's
first holiday.
It's literally a word for that shit, and they be trying to say like basically this is why the holidays were brought up because they basically said like nigga we need y'all to spend this money for the new year. I forgot what the shit called, but it's a term. It's a term for this shit. Yeah, it's a term for that shit.
You got what? What's in September? Labor Day?
I don't know. But I don't. Memorial Day, Labor Day,
October,
Halloween, Thanksgiving,
Black Friday.
Mm-hmm.
All that shit in the same season.
Right. The holiday ain't nothing but niggas spending a bunch of fucking money.
Last quarter of the year.
Niggas spending a bunch of fucking money.
Monday, all
it's
that
the last quarter of the year to close it out.
Had to do Cyber Monday. You got technology.
My birthday on Christmas, cuz like just imagine on the day giving a nigga a Christmas present, cuz. Imagine you giving me my gift, telling me happy birthday, but you jitty waiting for me to hand you something.
Hand you some shit.
How fucking selfish is that? But your birthday, September the 3rd, that bitch on the 3rd.
Shit, the next day.
How dare I on August the 3rd ask for a gift from you? After I give you how dare
I understand your plight.
It's my brother's birthday.
I understand your plight.
I can't ask you for no gift from
I gotta look at the fiscal year started over like July, so I forget what they call this shit, bro. But I'm gonna find that shit because it was some really interesting shit when I read it. Like, damn, they could be on something. Like, basically, niggas just get out and spend this money. Fuck this holiday shit. We need y'all niggas to make sure this economy is stimulated. Type shit.
It's not even about teaching my kids about Santa Claus, nigga. I got to beat in my fucking kids' head. It's my birthday. Fuck Santa Claus. That's the smaller one. Nigga, for this nigga to remember the first thing that you wake up and say happy birthday, daddy. Merry Christmas. And then as I teach you to first say happy birthday, my nigga, don't say happy birthday, where's my present? Nigga, my nigga, and then how?
My nigga, we about to hit it.
You feel me?
That's how you want to hit
So say Merry Christmas.
How selfish, my nigga? How can you tell me and call me selfish, right? We already gathering for Christmas anyway at the house. You ain't got to be a surprise. But at least, my nigga, when we doing something at the house, let's say fuck the Christmas shit. We celebrating and eating this shit because it is the birth of me, cuz.
Right. This your day.
It's my day. We already
shit,
know.
nigga, you
I
got
can
to
relate to that because my birthday always on Thanksgiving.
My mama birthday like
Come
that,
on
the 23rd.
So like when everybody get together, they're just like, oh, well, just go ahead and throw his name on the cake too.
Yeah,
Fuck that nigga birthday an afterthought.
Pretty much, you feel me? Because it's my little sister's birthday too.
Somebody in the back saying that shit.
Yeah, it's my little sister's
name on it?
birthday too.
Then when you say something, then in the black community,
don't
they
be
be like,
selfish.
alright, nah, don't be selfish, nah,
Don't
it's
be
still Christmas,
selfish.
nigga. Be great, happy birthday. Don't forget it's Christmas, nigga.
Do you?
But listen, don't ever say shit because then you're ungrateful.
Yeah.
Then you're ungrateful.
That shit hurt your heart.
Man.
Can't say shit.
Appreciate
That shit rough, right?
Your grandma tell you ungrateful. That shit hurt your heart different.
What?
Am I? Question yourself.
She be looking at you like, nigga, you know what I done seen?
You know how much cotton? You know what? I ain't even.
Man, listen, man. This has been good, man. It's been good being back with y'all boys, man.
Hell
We about to
yeah.
go ahead and wrap this shit on.
Wrap it up then.
Shit, what y'all boys take away from the episode, Jay Will? You take away from?
Man, bro, hey, y'all niggas, bro, it's a blessing, boy, to be around y'all niggas, man. Like, y'all boys, it gives me a balanced structure where, man, I still can be myself to where, you know, I don't have to. I like having multiple people on the platform, so it's not feeling like I have to be the only energy.
Hell yeah.
And then, you know, being able to pick people who energy is not looking at is I'm super childish. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm 30 over 30 and I like to jump around and do shit like this, you know what I'm saying? But I can't turn it on and off. But, man, this is what I've been expecting, bro. But it's a little more because it's different from hearing people talk about it and hearing everybody else's experience in here. But to be in the number because been wanting to do it for a minute and just never the stars didn't align to even hit you up. But it took one phone call after just hoping one of us reach out 5 months ago when I first started this shit. But all it took for me to just say, "Hey, bro, hit my phone, cuz," and he made it happen within 3 days, cuz. So I appreciate y'all boys doing that for me, man. And, bro, my takeaway from this shit, man, is y'all boys, y'all doing that shit, cuz.
Appreciate
and y'all
you,
being young, my nigga. This game is y'all's because, bro, the economy is different. It look fucked up, but the way that y'all are able to touch money so quickly and lose it so fast and still have some shit sweeping around the corner again, like, it may look like it's no hope, but boy, y'all get slapped with another opportunity within, you know,
gotta stay in motion.
Stay in motion. And that's why I tell bro, don't ever stop what he's doing.
Stay in
because
motion, for real.
That's how the universe is forever evolving with his life. He's just watching it happen. But at the end of the day, if he joined the party, shit, at the end of the day, you got to let me in. If you don't let me in, I know I'm seeing what y'all doing. So either let me in or me learning the game from watching y'all do this in front of me and me reenacting y'all, and y'all just not even really paying much attention to it. Y'all gonna have to meet me in the middle somewhere because I know just as much as y'all. Y'all don't have to prove y'all know more than me. And shit, bro, y'all 26 years old. The podcast came right now. Man, y'all got that shit sold up, boy. Media just as funny as motherfuckers. Cause I'm gonna tell you this thing, boy. Don't start talking too positive, boy. Watch your following go down. You got to stay. You got to stay controversial, boy.
I learned that. I just got my fucking Twitter back this week.
You gotta stay.
I just got on Facebook. They don't want you to tell too much of the truth.
Yeah, it's not interesting.
You gotta cover that shit.
But even with people, it's not interesting.
Yeah, people like controversy, like you said.
Controversy is interesting.
But we make it our effort and intention to not come on here and just be niggas gossiping. Like, yeah, you know, we gonna talk about shit that's going on. But I like that. When I listen to our shit, I don't hear a bunch of niggas just on here gossiping about bullshit. Like, I fuck with that. So, yeah.
Totally good, y'all.
But I appreciate y'all boy having me on, man. But like I said, man, even without seeing Cam, I can hear that nigga in the background just every episode just cutting up. That's why I was like, man, listen, I can't wait to come. We about to act the fuck up, and I'm about to have this nigga laugh being on the background, nigga. This nigga tickled and
them niggas. This man come from one of the funniest generations I know.
Them
niggas his age, bro.
And I won class. I was both class clown. I 12 grade.
Bro,
you had to be ready. That's why I say when he white food, you got to be ready, boy. They coming. I got dark humor. I got disrespect humor and dark humor, boy.
Hey, he had me weak because when I came in here. And he was like, which one of y'all was talking about always quitting y'all job? And Sean was like, him? He was like, I knew it was him.
Hey, look at you. You look like a nigga that
future. You just look like a nigga that